We are now in between two eclipses. I think I've mentioned before that eclipses always travel in pairs, which I think is really kind of cute, but I did notice, and I think probably you did too, that on January 31st, that big full moon eclipse in Leo had us all outside staring up at the moon, many people trying to get photographs of it. And I was in touch once again with how fascinated we are by that big rock out there that, you know, is the only one of the celestial bodies that truly revolves around us. And so she's very up close and personal. And she certainly was the night of that eclipse. And we're going to have another one, February 15th. And the second one is always the new moon, since we just had the full moon. And the new moon eclipse on February 15th will be in Aquarius. So we got great tribal love and heart from Leo last week. And that's going to lead us to the 15th, where that humanitarian moon in Aquarius, we really have a big emphasis, and because it's a new moon, it's a new beginning in equal rights. That is the fact that we all are one, and I think we'll get reminded of that. Of course, the day before will be Valentine's Day, and if you know the story of Valentine's Day, it actually has nothing to do with romantic love. It has to do with someone in some rather dire circumstances, unconditionally loving and teaching a younger person. So it is, I'm reminded last year, the high school kids in my neighborhood came around. It was actually in the pouring rain, delivering Valentines to every single house in the neighborhood. These are certainly children I don't personally know. And mine said, "You'll be amazing." It was a fabulous idea. And I thought about how our school children now all make Valentine's boxes, and they give a Valentine to everyone in their class, and then some. So they're teaching us what we're all learning now, that love is not special, that love is for everyone, because in fact, when we do open our hearts in love, we realize that there is only one of us, and so to love at all means to extend that love to everyone. So we get that wonderful opportunity on Valentine's Day just before the Aquarius new moon. This week, the week of February 5th, is a turning point week. So we are looking at our intentions in vis-a-vis the outer world. So the third quarter moon is about pruning, just like the first quarter moon. However, it's now saying, with some of that integrity of Capricorn mixed in, are you really working on, in your life, in your goals, something that is true to yourself? Is it authentically an expression of who you are and really what you want to be in this lifetime? So between this week and Valentine's Day, we have some triggers that I want to tell you about, because the moon often is the trigger point for a larger transit. And that would be Mars, I want to talk about, because, of course, for Valentine's Day, we have to think of Venus and Mars. And on January 27th, Mars moved into Sagittarius. So I know I felt a big shift in vigorous action, just feeling a lot more energy to do things. And That's Mars in Sagittarius being very adventurous and full of fire, full of getting out that soapbox, maybe a bigger one, and standing for what you believe. So this will be issues coming forward between now and the 15th, once again highlighted about power, the abuse of power and the right use of power. That's certainly been a theme on the world stage for the past couple of years. And so now the moon is going to trigger that this week. Now the lunar trigger for this is going to come February the 8th and 9th. So please mark your calendar for that, because we have Mars in Sagittarius now, the moon triggering that. So now you'll get your inner emotions and your intuition a big boost. So you'll act on what you believe, you'll act on your intuition in a very positive way. So watch out for that. Now, the very next day, on March the 12th, 2018, we have another really large event. I don't often talk about the Galactic Center, but you know, we're all just swirling around in space. And in the middle, the center of the Milky Way, we call it the Galactic Center. In terms of astrology, it is right now at 27 degrees Sagittarius. So remember, Mars, the warrior, is now in Sagittarius, and he is going to pair up or be exactly at that same 27 degrees that is the galactic center of our Milky Way. And he's going to do that March the 12th. So again, I think we have, there's going to be a lot happening. Well, there has already been a lot happening, right? But this is going to have that focus of the Sagittarius philosopher king that Plato talks about, that rather than politicians running a community or running the land, it should be a philosopher who has the larger vision of a belief system that benefits all people. So the moon is our beautiful reminder that no matter what darkness there is in our lives or on the world stage, she reflects back to us the light of the sun, even in our darkest hours. And to me, that is the symbol that she is reminding us that no matter what is going on in our lives in those dark times, the source, the creator of all light, is always with us. So isn't that a beautiful message? Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week. Bye for now.